We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
No, I didn't. Who you beat?
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football.
Okay.
And we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, I'm about to hockey in a minute. Had to give me some juice. Get me cranked up real quick. Oh, I got a lot of time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers
I was
in the
killing
league.
last game with
I
Miles
I
Sanders.
listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No, check, Patriot!
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Now loose football.
Come on, bro.
Comes out, and his crew will take over with
I ain't think he was gonna
35-yard
fumble like that, though.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up.
I ain't think he was gonna fumble like that. I thought I was just going.
And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got.
Yeah, I couldn't even get a chance to tap the button.
Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gone!
On 1st and 10, Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's
I thought Dan Shallow was going to stay with him.
Take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of the play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance.
God almighty, dog.
They bring him down.
He just sitting there and just let y'all come back.
Mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous.
Like, as soon as I hiked it, I was trying to hurry and pass.
A tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this
I was actually looking at the linebacker on the other side of the field, too.
45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
It depends on the linebacker and the safety. It depends on wherever they cover at. That's what I'm going to go with.
Because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker.
I like the way for him to cut.
And the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offense.
That's why I look kind of funny.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely
no escape, and he goes down.
That's that bull crap.
Defensive end gets
and my
in
dude
there
was
that
wide
time.
open
They
in the
were
middle.
4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Detroit! Gun!
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And Jones has it over the middle.
Come on, safety.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The good pickup there at 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Looking for more there on first down,
shit,
but this throw downfield incomplete.
Like
and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now they'll run it on the toss. Wow, evasive.
How long left is really going to fall
like
that?
This well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And
Get there.
One-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score.
Yeah.
And
you would have burnt him either way.
Their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Fighting down past the 45. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's a darn safety scare right there.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Real estate after that.
You got to read your blocks, man. They blocks is like iffy, man.
And now he's got him knocking on the door.
You just gotta know.
You just gotta know. This drive so far, it's 1st and 10.
Like as soon as you get your blocks, you good. And that's all that matters.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they toss out wide. Sanders down to the
that was
25.
touchdown. If you would have just
stayed 2
up.
yards that time, and it's going to leave them with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
All right.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up
he was wide open on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
Off play action. Fields. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off the play fake. Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Operating from the gun. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Damn, Shallow said he covering this time. I ain't gonna let him get away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his target. That's more. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it?
No, the same previous plays you've been trying to get with for this whole time we've been playing.
Empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
now the ball comes
Come on, bro.
This is going to be Packer football.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams come from the 10-yard line in the green zone, that's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
One down play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Off play action. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Wow.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the
You trying to bring it up?
He'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Escapes the defender and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete.
Oh.
It's Baker.
Come on, Baker.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up to throw.
Get the hell up out of here, dude.
Releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation.
Man.
Been a nice
Like, I'm releasing it right when I see you come.
I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
That's the thing,
I
dude.
think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Ain't a damn field goal, dude.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts
6.
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
They're trying to tell me it's too long, but I doubt that.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Fields trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete.
I'm about to say,
there.
you
A
let him
nice
grab
hit,
that?
jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Fields going up top. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully
Sam,
back.
Sam
That's one step in the proper direction.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. This first half has been a nightmare.
I really was trying to throw it.
Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
He waited for
he
him,
got blown up.
Come on,
Losing
dude.
yardage
What
on the
are you
play
doing?
back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, wait on him.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better. And
Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Gone! Over! Gone!
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. He's going to air one out. So the falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Gone! Check, go back.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's got
He still let him catch it.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Off the play fake, Fields. The left side completion to Jones.
I couldn't do nothing about that.
Touchdown, Packers.
That was just a
big
play.
play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Leopard!
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I'm sitting there trying to launch it the whole time. I'm trying to watch it the whole time,
so
dude.
far in this game, and you know you can make excuses for.
Like I knew he was coming.
The bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's. Oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Kidder here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to get completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by
is
the
one
time we have to leave the booth.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
Throwing on 1st down. Fields looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. Get this into the end zone.
My safety couldn't even.
Green Bay. A big
Nah, I want to show
there
her.
with his 2nd touchdown.
My safety couldn't even get over there.
And the Packers continue to roll. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll go on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Come on,
this is going to be Packer football.
He really.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say,
He really
what did he do? But
fumbled,
hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big time
really
play. Knocking it free and
I
creating
don't know what's
something
got in
good
him
for
this
your
man.
team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit. Hot. Hot.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Back that up.
Throwing again. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
He's going to loft one. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. That was you
already had brought the safety down.
No, there's nothing to
I just
correct at all.
audible.
You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Do your job.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Over! Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Fields.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Take it at the 37. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game. And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And they'll run it here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back. Wow. And they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Broken tackle.
Wow.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Fields looking deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are pouring it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. Yeah. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Leopard!
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
No, come on now. You couldn't take that one.
Take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Off-play action. Fields escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Ooh, with a juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Lions on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Hey, slow down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head to head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Yep. I'll let you. Yeah. All right. Yep, take it easy.